So yeah, that's why, you know, that's when I told her things just weren't gonna work out.
Okay, bro. You tell stories, and then like you see that again on my phone, and you start to tell these fake stories, and you do it so often.
Me?
Yes, no, the fucking other guy though.
Oh. Who?
Oh my god. Never
See,
mind.
there you go with the fake. I don't even have my headphones.
Oh, we do need to get your headphones. And my headphones. Or the other headphones. Or the jack.
No, it's okay though. It makes it look more authentic.
Oh, they're right there.
It's okay. Try it.
What? It's okay. Yeah, don't whisper.
ASMR. You know what though? Like, so this one time, you want to hear my brush with fame?
With fame?
Yeah.
Okay, hurry before we get started.
Okay. Wait, are we not already?
No.
Oh.
I think so.
So, my brush with fame is apparently, you know, the guy that's Big Show in WWE?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he went to high school or middle school with my dad, and they were on the same football team.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your brush with fame, though?
That's my obscure brush with fame. You want to hear my other obscure brush with fame?
What, bro?
This guy that I know that I went to college with, like, we weren't even in the same friend group, met Sergeant Slaughter, one of the WWE wrestlers.
I feel like you don't understand what a brush with fame means.
No, this is my very obscure brush with fame.
Uh-huh.
Like, not even my brush with fame. It's brushing with somebody
We
else's
should talk
brush
about
with
this when we
fame.
start the podcast.
We should. Ugh. Obscure brushes with fame. That sounds like an art studio.
Yo, we're live.
What?
Fuck. Hold on 1 second. Shit.
Hey, plug in my headset.
I'm going to.
Hurry. So, anyways, she moved away because like her dad was being blackmailed by the mob, and that's when I vowed to become Batman.
Yeah, totally.
Her name was Andrea.
Your son of bitch. Okay, that was a weird start to the podcast. Not that, like the actual start. I feel like we let the music go kind of long right there. Like whoever's... Wait, how long? That's only 6 minutes. I was about to say. Whoever's like in the YouTube video. Like your mom's probably like, what the fuck are they doing?
Oh, I popped my back. It just felt so good.
Bro, like popping your back whenever like... You ever do this kind of stretch right here and pop your back? By accident, that is the best one to me. Because you're like, oh, that was like not supposed to happen. What the...
What?
Look close.
Oh, there's a finger.
There's a finger pointing at the belly button.
How did you do that?
Hold on, let me show YouTube.
How did they do that?
I don't know. That is our this is our emote, the shirts off emote, but there's an added finger to it now. I don't know what that is or how it happened.
Is that like a sub badge? Did you finally get stuff?
No, sub badges are the little
stars. They're on
stars.
the other side, right?
They're the other thing. Hello, Creighton.
Hello, Charlie. How long has it been since we done one?
Not too long.
Not as long as it was before.
Yeah, the last time there was
like
a break was like 5 days. This was like 2 or 3.
Wow, huh?
Yeah, we did
We're
one.
getting better about it.
We did one on what's today? Tuesday?
Yeah. We did one on Friday?
Thursday or Friday. One of those days.
Maybe
Saturday.
I had a nice relaxing day today. Sat at home.
And you don't get a lot of those.
I
With
do.
your job, you have like a full-time job.
And then
And when you get off, most of the time you head over here or go to sleep.
or I'll like go and do some other crazy shit because like I'm crazy and I just like I hate being at home. But like I don't know, I was tired and I was sore because I don't know if I told you. I didn't tell you. Okay, or maybe I did tell you. I don't know. The point is, so that night that we were gonna go to Huddle House and you were like no.
Yeah.
So
that was yesterday.
No, this wasn't yesterday. This was the night before.
It was yesterday.
And I had the flat tire. Did you go that time?
I went that time.
Okay. Well, you know that. So I had a flat tire, and I had to change it like...
High bumper.
I had to change it like 3 times, because I have 2 spares in the back of my truck. One of them is dry rotted, and the other one I got off my Tahoe that isn't like working right now. So... that one's not dry rotted, and I tried putting that one on first, because I went to pull out of the parking lot, and I was like, man, my truck's like making a weird noise, and it's feeling slanted, so I got out, and I walked around, and the tire was flat. So I take that tire off, and I put the undry rotted one on, and I'm like, alright, it's fixed. So I get in my truck, and I go to pull off, and my truck just won't move, and it's making like these weird rickety noises. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So I walked around, and apparently that tire is... I guess because it's a slightly different design, it was pressing the brake against whatever the brake presses against to make the wheel not move.
Yeah, weird enough. Tires are made for certain vehicles.
Shut up, Charlie. At the time, I was just like, this one isn't dry rotted, it'll work. And it didn't. You know what? I could have flipped it around, though.
No,
Anyways.
that's not a fix.
Anyway. So... I put the other... I had to take
These are
that...
real thoughts.
I had to jack the truck
These are real
up
thoughts,
again.
Guys. These are things he really believes.
I had to jack the truck
This isn't
up
putting on for
again,
show.
and then
This isn't
take that
content
one
creation,
off
but
and
it's
put the other one that's dry rotted on there, and then lower the truck back down, and then go, which was a process that probably took like 45 minutes, something like that. So yeah, and then I was sore from that because ground is hard and it was cold. I've been just tired from that since then. Not like super exhausted, just like my ass is sore. I have trouble standing up.
Creighton gets a flat tire. Hey, grab the tire off that semi and slap it on this bitch. Says Copenhagen. Oh man.
Look, some people were texting me surprised that I knew how to change a tire.
I'm super surprised that you knew how to change a tire.
Yeah,
I had no clue.
I've done it many times.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, well, actually...
Like you either know how because of lots of practice, or you just are magic.
Actually, it's like 3 times within the last 6 months.
Jesus.
No, but it's on different vehicles and different tires. So, one time we were coming back from a bar, that bar that we like to go in Charlotte, and my tire blew out, like, right as soon as we got out of Indian Land. and it was like 4 in the morning. Everybody in the car was drunk.
Indianland's a place.
Oh yeah.
It's not a nickname.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't get mad at us, Twitch.
Yeah. That's actually what they call it. Like the school's named Indianland and stuff like that, and they have an arrowhead that's the mascot or something like that. It's just an arrowhead.
Go ahead.
Walks around
tell the story.
Anyways, so we're coming back from Indianland. Guess this is what a podcast now. Every time that I've changed a tire, and my tire blows out in my car, not my truck this time, but my car, while we're coming back from Indianland, and everybody's drunk as fuck in the car except for me, and I'm like, yeah, and it's 4 in the morning, and it's cold, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this now, aren't I? So I got out, and I'm jacking up the car, and you know how it is. He was just passed out in the passenger seat like this, like. And Chris is like, is there anything I can do to help? I'm like, it's okay, Chris. Like, I got it. But this tire was like an older tire, so like the wires had popped out of it, and that's why it was flat. And we get to take the tire off, and Chris just grabs the tire, and like if the wires are just hanging out of the tire, you don't want to just grab
Oh
the
my
tire.
god.
So it like cut into him.
Cut
He's
his
like,
hand.
and I was like, it's okay, Chris, just be calm. Like, I got it. Just grab the wheel. Just grab that. I'll grab the wheel part of it, not the tire part of it, because that part's like a razor right now. And like, he didn't get hurt bad, but he was like, okay, I mean, like, you know, I was worried at first. I thought he'd sliced his hand open.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know that that's like what a tire's made of, because people don't know that.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people just think a tire's just a big rubber thing. They don't understand it's
there's
full
like,
of metal.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like so full of metal.
Yeah.
There's a lot of metal
like
in a
it's
tire.
threading or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so I pull it
It was
off.
very thin and very sharp.
I slap that spare on there, and we make it home all right. And then I get my tire fixed, and then my car just dies on me later. That's a whole other story. I've had so much car trouble lately.
Yeah, that'll happen.
It's a really pain in the ass kind of thing. It's just annoying, but I've been able to fix it pretty much every time. I've only been towed once.
So I hear there's a cult outside of Food Line.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm sorry.
So,
I don't mean to shit on this. You have that in our notes for the
And
podcast,
that's the
and I
most
have
intrusive-
to fucking know.
Okay, so backstory for this.
Okay.
For the past, I've been working at Food Lion for like, going on 2 years. It'll be 2 years in August of this year. And in that time, there's this guy that started coming about 6 months into me working there and started preaching underneath the awning part of it, where like where the building overhangs a little bit. He had a poster and anything, and he was just like, white people are the devil, and like, Jesus was black and all this and that and the other, which like is, I mean, it's not completely wrong about the Jesus thing, but like everything else is just like hating on
Yeah.
like white people and
Yeah.
hating on like he trying to get a rise out of somebody. Over time, they've kicked this guy off of Food Lion. Like he can't preach anymore under the awning. But we share the lot that we're in with several other businesses, and the landlord controls the parking lot. So there's a part of the parking lot he goes to and preaches. It's like right in front of Subway. I mean, you know where that Food Lion
Yeah.
is. You know the layout pretty well. It's in front of 88, in front of Subway. And like he goes to that area and starts preaching. Charlie, this man in like probably about 6 or 8 months has gotten at first I saw him with like 2 other people that were like his followers and stuff, because he used to just be him, and they all have outfits now matching, like black with like gold on it and everything like that, gold patterns on the bottom. Yeah, I'm shit you not, this is what's
happening in our town.
Yeah, he's amassing a cult following. Saturday I was off, right? Apparently he comes there 10 other guys. They're all wearing like the same outfits he wearing. They have speakers. They got like a whole ass setup, and they set up in Food Line parking lot and start like preaching like from apparently like 3 in the afternoon to like 9 at night. Just like, and police had to come. They had to like keep people from trying to fight this guy and stuff, because he was saying shit just to get like a rise out of people. Like it was nothing but hate speech, and it was like, fuck white people, fuck black people that aren't worshiping our God. Our God is the true God. And it was like like if you hear some of the shit, like I wish you were there, because I know you would talk.
I want to go. I want to go now.
And he always comes like on Saturdays. It's like the 3rd Saturday of the month or whatever, every other Saturday, something like that. And apparently my boss told me that it's some version of Islamic or Muslim worship that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But
you don't really know, though.
I don't know what it is specifically, but they all have matching uniforms, and it's growing like rapidly. And I was like, that's kind of terrifying, because like this is just one guy, and now it's turned into 10 guys with a setup. They come and they record. They have speakers, like, and when I say speakers, I mean like the big speakers that you can set up on like at a concert, and they have a mic, and that's what they do. And I was like, and they just walk everywhere. By the way, these guys don't have like a van or a car or anything. They have to lug this shit around because they don't drive at all. I guess I don't know if that's just like part of what their practice or what they do. But they go out there. They've been out there when it's super hot, when it's super cold. They don't care, and they'll just be wearing like these. They're not t-shirts. They're almost, because they go a little bit lower than t-shirts, and they got the gold patterns on the bottom, like squares almost, and it's black, and they got a collar with gold around it too. And it's all black basically, like the clothing, and it's interesting because like this guy, like apparently from what I'm told, was just like a normal guy or whatever. Like, you know, he smoked weed every now and then and stuff, and then he just like cut all that shit out and like started following this belief and started like preaching and coming to public places and preaching. And I mean, we're not the only place he hits up. Apparently, I've heard that he also goes to like Family Dollar and stuff and like preaches over there and everything. But it's just insane, like the amount of like the effort and stuff he puts into this. You know what I mean? And it's like crazy that he's amassed such a following in such a short amount of time. And the weird part about it, or not the weird, I guess it's all weird, but like the most interesting part about it to me is we have a cashier that's like been talking to him and been like buddy with him, and is like starting. It seems like he's kind of starting to turn to that. I was like, yeah, this might be getting out of hand. But yeah, that's my story for that cult of Food Lion kind of thing.
How do you, like, what's in your mind? What's like the worst case scenario?
Like for that, I think they're gonna. I don't know. So another thing.
My mind immediately goes to like, this country's crazy right now.
Well,
and either someone's going to like violently attack him, like very violently, like publicly, or vice versa. They're gonna like go after somebody.
So he's very anti-LGBTQ, or LGBT. I know Q is like sometimes Y or whatever, but so. You know Lancaster. You know, like, the people that are here. We have a lot of... I mean, I wouldn't say, like, a lot, but there is, like, you know...
Probably
LGBT
more
group.
than not.
Yeah. And I work with a bunch of, like, you know, LGBT community members and stuff. Is that the right way to say that?
I don't know.
Not the, like, really right way, but I'm trying to make sure I'm describing it the right way. But, so there's this girl that works at Subway, and she's gay. Apparently that same day, they attacked her. Like not attacked, like verbally attacked her. Like she was just walking to work, minding her own business or whatever. And they like went out of their way to like apparently confront her right there in the parking lot. And like to the point where she was crying and calling her mom, and her mom was going to come up there and kick their ass. Yeah. But her mom was out of town at the time. So her mom's sister came up there and like got in a verbal altercation with them. That's why the police came, actually, is because she was going to beat their ass. But I mean, like, that's like how escalated this thing has gotten. And he's got a following now. So, like, I'm thinking he's either gonna, potentially, they're gonna hurt somebody, or somebody's gonna hurt them. You know what I mean? There's no way if it keeps escalating the way it's escalating, if somebody doesn't intervene, somebody's gonna get hurt. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it is crazy, because, like, you know... I never thought I would see that kind of stuff in Lancaster.
I don't know. It starts in places like Lancaster. It starts in poor communities with, like, uneducated people.
Yeah.
You know, not to say that he's uneducated, but to say that the people that might be following him could be. Because people who are uneducated are very easily manipulated.
And he's got this look about him. Like, me and him got in a conversation when he was just starting out about how I felt about gay people. And I said, love is love. The Bible preaches to turn the other cheek and judge not lest you be judged. And I told him that. He was like, yeah, but that stuff isn't right. And I was like, I think it's fine. and he got mad, and he
Yeah.
just looked, he gave me like this look like this look like he was just trying to look through me.
Yeah.
And it was kind of scary.
You can't get it out of your head, can you?
It was kind of scary.
You see it all the time, don't you?
It was kind of scary. I was like, okay, I mean, you're being weird, but that's just what I believe, and you're not going to change what I believe, because I'm not an idiot, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, contrary to popular belief.
You know.
I'm kind of jealous, though. I've always wanted to start my own cult.
What? I mean, that's not what you take from this. God damn it.
The Cult of Creighton.
It sounds great.
Right? The alliterations.
The alliteration's fucking there.
I know. So
It's
why
got
not?
that sweet, like, cult of 2-syllable. Creighton.
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
That sounds nice.
See what I mean? This is how we get it started.
No.
Maybe I'll just kill this guy and take his followers.
What do you mean? Rule 1, shitty penmanship. Life in a small Midwestern town, political debates in the grocery store parking lot.
Midwest?
We're Mid-East.
Yeah.
But still.
Wait, are we Mid-East?
Not Mid.
We're Southeast.
Southeast, yeah, Mid-East.
Yeah, I was like, say, wait a minute.
This isn't like
Maryland.
Virginia or Maryland,
Virginia, yeah. Southeast. Southeastern.
Anyway. Let's move on from that.
But that's definitely
we can come back to it.
That's definitely interesting, though, right?
Yes. What? That's fucking crazy, bro. That's happening like over there. Like we're here. That's happening over there. You know what I mean? Like that's happening here, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's, and the crazy thing about it is like, I don't know what this guy has been reading or whatever, but like there's people that I work with that's like his cousin or something like that. And they know him pretty well, and apparently like. For all this, he was like, you know, I mean, he was in and out of trouble, but like he was never like, it was never stuff like this, you know what I mean? And now it's like, apparently he got involved in this sort of stuff somehow, and it's just completely consumed his whole life, and like how he perceives things and how he wants to motivate people. But it's funny though, because I was like, that's kind of scary. My manager was like, that shit ain't scary. They come in, they're hypocrites, really. They come in here all the time buy alcohol and meat and all this other shit, and that's totally like what goes against what they're preaching about out there.
Yeah.
Like my manager just was not fazed by this shit. Like she's been doing this shit for 25 years or whatever, so she like it just doesn't.
I mean, that's all religion. That's like Christianity. Like if like people were really going by like the Bible.
Oh yeah.
Like by every rule, like they wouldn't even wear colored clothing.
Yeah.
Like having clothing with the wrong kind of ink in it is like a very, very hardcore sin. Having tattoos. Mm-hmm. Like people with tattoos of Bible verses is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
I just think
it's like it doesn't. It's such a sin.
I just thought it was so hilarious because she was just unfazed. Like she's seen it all. She's like,
fuck those guys.
she's like, yeah, cult. That's nothing new. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna call a landlord.
They're everywhere, bro. Those cults. They're just. This one's here, so we see it.
I know.
No, luckily.
Like I said, I'm jealous. I got to form a cult of my own. It's on the bucket list, man.
Did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No. Does that got a cult in it?
Yeah, it's about
Can you use
Charles
it for
Manson
pointers?
murder. It's about
Oh,
the Charles
really?
Manson.
That's what it's about?
Yeah.
Oh, my
I mean, it's
God.
not like only about. It's like that's. Did you see Inglourious Bastards?
No. I want to, though.
Did you see? Trying to think of another one.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, but Pulp Fiction. So the Inglourious Bastards, like has
a cult in it.
like has Hitler in it. No, it has Hitler. It's like Quentin Tarantino playing with history. Like it's history, but it happens in a different way.
Yeah.
So like with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it has the Manson murders.
But it happens in a different way.
But it happens in a different way from what reality was. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. I might have to check it out.
I wouldn't look. It was good, but
What?
don't watch that one. Don't watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Watch Inglourious Bastards. Watch like any of his
That's
other
what I was
ones.
going to tell you. I'm probably going to watch Inglourious Bastards first because it's on Netflix right now, and
Yeah.
I've been really trying to knock out my list of stuff that I want to watch. Just because for so long I've just been rewatching The Office, and I'm finally motivated to a place where I want to watch a new
shit.
I've been watching Mystery Incorporated, a Scooby-Doo show, which is apparently really good and on the same level as like Gravity Falls because of the overall mystery of it and everything. No spoilers, by the way, for anybody that has seen it. But I looked at the age of that show. That show's from 2011, dude. It's been 8 years. It took me 8 years to get around to watching this show.
9.
9 years to get around to watching this show.
2020 now, Creighton.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I'm tired.
Dude, I mean, it's been 12 years since Heath Ledger died.
Don't talk about that. Don't you say his name.
It's been 15 years since Avatar: The Last Airbender ended. No. No, it's been 12. It started in 2005. It's been 12 years since it ended.
Indeed.
That show ended, was done being a show 12 years ago.
It was. And Legend of Korra's been over for like, what, 6 or 7 years now? It's been a while.
It has been a minute. Hold on. Legend of Korra final season air date. Let's see. Season 4, 2014. Yeah, 6 years. Wow. October 3rd, original release.
Look, I guess 2014. That's insane that I knew it exactly.
Well,
I must have looked up.
It was either. That's either the beginning or end of the season. So if it would have been December for the beginning, it might have ended in 2000, like right at the beginning of 2015. Mm-hmm. Still 5 or 6 years, bro.
My sister's crazy. 10.
That show ended 4. When we were in high school.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, right before we graduated. Dude, were you watching it when it aired, or like? Oh, okay. So you saw it like all the way up to...
Bro, I was so watching it. I was like, that was my show. That was the big show to me when it was on. I was like, bro, this first season of that show with fucking Amon, bro.
Oh my god, dude, the first season's like the best to me. I know you like season 3 a lot. I understand.
The first one's my favorite season. Like, it's hard. 1 and 3 are definitely number 1 and 2. It's just hard to pick that order for me. Like,
as an overall season and as an overall like villain, I like Amon just so much better. Like he's so,
one of the best.
Like,
I think he's my favorite villain in that whole franchise in like Avatar: Legend of Korra, like out of all of them, because he's like uniquely evil, not evil, but like flawed in the sense that he has like an enemy in the thing we love, which is the Benders and all the characters in there. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so good, dude.
Oh wait, there's another thing I want you to play in the group chat. No, not in the group chat, but in the chat that we have our notes.
Oh, I deleted that.
Why?
Because I don't want videos in our notes.
Oh, well, pull up, Now Watch This Drive.
No.
Come on, I want to play it. Like, there's a reason I wanted to discuss it. Please. Come on.
What is it?
It's called Now Watch This Drive. And it's...
This? Oh.
Yeah, play that.
No, dude.
Yeah, play that. That's
why?
Yes. Just the 18-second one. I figured we could use it to watch, use it as a reaction thing.
Hold on, let me do this.
We must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
What?
When the video ended, I just see this picture of Joe Rogan. Whoa. And I'm laughing. That is a pretty good.
Now watch this drive.
That's America as fuck.
That was. Yes, that was America as fuck. When I saw that, I was like, America. Fuck
America.
Yeah.
That was funny.
But
what do you want to discuss about that?
So I figured we could use that as a reaction. That and the Dr. Phil one.
Oh, you mean like a reactionary
yeah.
video?
Like I'll say
some dumb shit. And
yeah, we must stop the terrorists.
It's too long, but it is funny. I like the Dr. Phil one.
You're ugly. You're stupid. What does it say? You owe me $200 or something like that. You're stupid and you're ugly, or something like that.
You're ugly. You are disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
I know I was missing a beat in there.
Yeah, bro, it's so good. There's so many amazing little like 1 or 2 second videos like that just have the most like miraculous, like amazing words combined. Okay, I want to talk about something.
What?
So, There's a guy named Kevin Ross. He's a Muay Thai kickboxing champion, and he was on Joe Rogan's podcast recently. He was discussing something where he was when he was 14, he was molested by his stepmother, and Joe had like told a bunch of jokes about like he was like, it's horrible like that Harvey Weinstein did that to some women, right? But like I don't think I'd give a shit if it happened to men. Like if Harvino Weinstein came to my son with a solid contract, I'd be like, dude, you're gonna be Batman. he was like, you just gotta eat the pussy, bro. You gotta go after Harvina. You gotta please her. Like he was like, I don't think it would be different with. I think it would be way different with men and women that way. But this guy was talking about how it was his stepmother, and he was 14. Like he's a little kid, you know. Like this was really like fucking him up. And I don't know if it's just me, but I started like having thoughts, because when I was like 18, 19. I remember like hearing things like we had. Ooh, should I talk about that? Hold on, I'm just being careful. Like the words I say.
Censor
I remember
yourself, Charlie. Censor yourself.
Not censor as far as like words I'm gonna say, like situations.
Story. Yeah. I know. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Anyway,
Don't drop the end.
Here, I'll say it like this. Oh shit! Copenhagen posted a link. He got deleted. I'll just set up a fake situation.
Okay.
Like, if there's a teacher at a high school, like a male teacher in his 30s, and he is, like, getting with a student, you know? Even if that student's 18, it's like, that's a student, and that's not...
It's not professional.
It's not professional.
And
but once it's underneath 18, once you're 17 or younger, it's, like, really bad. And you're talking about a kid. Like, when I was 17 or 18, I was like, I don't see the problem. You know what I mean? When I was in high school, I was like, I don't see how this is a big deal, because I was 17 or 18. Even when I was like 19 and when I was 20. But I'm going to be 24 in like a couple weeks. And I get it now. Like I'm understanding. Like in that little amount of time, I really get how much our minds have changed. Like just you and me, bro. Like imagine where you were mentally 3 years ago. Bro.
It was wild times.
We were different people.
Yeah.
Like we were so different. Now like I don't even like I remember when I was 19 or 20 still like seeing 15 and 16-year-old girls and being attracted and being like, am I a fucking monster? Am I a creep? You know? And now as a 23...
Were you in high school at that point?
No, I'm talking when I was like 19 or 20. 19, right after high school. And I graduated at 9. I was 19 when I graduated.
Okay.
Because I had a late birthday and I had been held back.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Were you in high school at that point? Because that kind of plays
a role.
But
even then, even in high school when I was 19, I didn't think it was that bad. But a year after, when you're 20, and I'm still seeing 15 and 16-year-old girls thinking like, man, she's hot. You know, I was like still surrounded by them. My sister was in high school still. I was seeing her friends. I was seeing all these girls walking around our town. Like, I would still think that way. And in my head, I was like, is there something wrong with me? Am I fucking disgusting, you know?
Well, yes.
Well, yes.
No, I'm kidding.
Stop. But now I'm 23. I'm knocking on the door at 24. And I think, one, that was totally normal.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But two, I totally get, like, everything's coming full circle. Why it's inappropriate. Not just why it's inappropriate, but why it's, like, so detrimental in the development of kids.
Oh.
Why it can fuck them up so bad. Because I used to think, like, man, I'd love some girl to... I had, like, a list. I was like, man, I'd let her and her and her and her... They could do whatever. Just grab me and pull me into the classroom. And still, I think that even would not be the worst thing. Like, for, like, a... Like, but the fact that it was, like, a stepmom, that's different. You know, that's, like... That's taking your trust and putting it... what's the word? Like, putting, I don't know which word. But fucking, like...
It becomes a whole other thing.
It becomes a whole other thing. But I just... The thing that stuck with me was, like, how much my mind has changed over such a small span of time. Because this guy was talking about, he was like, that was when I was 14. Like, for so long, she was in her 30s when she did this to me. And she, he said, for so long I didn't really see, like, I just thought I had done something. And it took me all the way till I was in my mid to late 30s to realize like this woman was a monster. Like I would fucking murder some chick that did that to my son. Like I would kill her. I don't care. Dude, like that's what it did to me. Like all the shit that happened to me mentally and through my mind, like through my life, like he was like I would go nuts. And like and then he was like, and I can only imagine what it's like for women. Because I stopped it. I was done. Like, it ended when I wanted it to. Because there's not much she can do to me. Like, some girls can't defend themselves as easily.
Some girls can, but like...
Yes, but it's so minuscule.
I know.
Amount of them.
I mean, and you gotta also think, like, the position, like, men in our society are viewed as, too. You know what I mean? Like,
especially now.
Yeah.
Masculinity is like a fucking bad word.
Yeah, so like
it's getting crazy.
Imagine like being a girl and this is like supposed to be not only like somebody that's like your dad, or not your dad, but like, you know, your stepdad or whatever. That's also like an authority figure too, not only in your life but in society in a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy to think about. Like, God, I can't even imagine. Like it's awful.
The thing I took away from it, I got really hopeful because in the end I realized how much my point of view had changed. Like the fact that my point of view changed so much in such a little amount of time gives me a lot of hope for people like pedophilia. Fucking mint topic. Okay, Copenhagen.
I mean, that is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you know.
For me, like...
Not what I thought would be starting out... Well, not even starting out the game.
We're like, we're a solid chunk in. For me, like... it gave me hope for people that I know that have, like, homophobic or, like, racist views on things. Because I was like, if my mind can change that quick over something like that, you know... Because my mind changed like that for those things, too, you know? I grew up in a pretty, like, I grew up with views, like a very homophobic views, and, you know, it wasn't until the last 4 or 5 years that I was like, I realized how wrong I was.
Weren't we talking about this not yesterday, but the other day?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's crazy, like, what the internet has done.
Oh my God, so many people.
And like I think there's a backlash to that too, you know what I mean? Like an inverse to like, hey, it's opening your mind up to other things. So like if you're brought up in a small town or wherever where like the views are very like homosexuality's wrong, you know, Christianity is the only thing out there. Like it's very eye opening for those who are very sheltered, but there can also be a backlash to that where say you view Christianity as like this only thing for so long, and then you get your mind open up to like the whole world of possibility of religion and everything like that, and then like you just cut it off altogether. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying like how that can affect your morals. You know what I mean? Because then you're just like, if there's all these other options, why do any of them matter if they're all bullshit?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't.
It's like the only bad thing with that is that's how you can look at all of it.
Yeah.
You can look at all of religion that way, or you can look at everything that isn't religion that way, or you can look at everything that's vegan that way, or everything that isn't vegan that way.
Oh, I already
or
look
everything
at everything vegan like that.
What?
I already look at everything vegan like that.
Okay. You know what I'm saying though? Like that mindset is good, but it's dangerous at the same time because you can have the inverse as well as what you have, what the air quotes right thoughts are.
That's why, like, I would be hesitant about exposing my kids to the internet too soon. Like, my sister was 3 when she got her first iPad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's I wouldn't do that. I think I'd wait. Like, I didn't get my first phone, like phone, until I was like 14. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I would even wait that long just for them to have like.
I was 14 or 15.
Just for them to like kind of have like a sense of what the world is like. You know what I mean? Not like to fully understand every little thing.
Yeah.
But like a sense of like what they think that they are as a person. So that way, whatever they're exposed to isn't going to influence them one way or the other. You know what I mean? Or influence them, but not influence them at their core.
It can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Letting them see. Like, did you ever see the Vine of the little girl? She's like 3 or 4, and her like 15 or 16-year-old sister grabs her phone. She's like, "What is this?" And like she's watching gay porn, like two guys kissing,
Oh, yeah.
and the girl's like crying. She's like, "Don't tell mom!" Like she's like it's like six. It's a Vine.
It's funny. But
It's funny,
like,
but at the
if
same
you
time, you're
think
like,
about
"Shit,
it,
bro." That's like a 3. She's like 3, maybe 5 or 6 years old, like just a little kid. But like, bro, that's a little kid
Okay.
watching gay porn.
I don't think I would give my kids like a phone or anything until they're like 14. Like maybe like a
I think
track
I
phone or
would,
something.
but here's the thing: it would be very. Wait, we
What
still
happened?
live? I don't know if we're live.
It says we're still streaming.
I know, but the stream went out for me on this end. Are we still live? Somebody talk in chat. It says we're live now, but I just want to double check. I remember seeing a dude with a BlackBerry at a house party. He was on Facebook. That shit blew my mind.
Oh, I remember that too. I had
remember
a BlackBerry.
the first time.
My
I remember the
phone
first
was-
time. Whenever I saw phones for the first time, I remember it being like this weird, like life-changing moment where I
Yeah.
was like, "Whoa, this is new now. This is happening."
So like I had an iPod, like an iPod Touch, like before I had a phone, and that was like my phone for a little bit. And like, but you could only use it whenever you had internet connection. Free Wi-Fi was such a rare thing back then.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it
now
was-
it's fucking everywhere.
It was crazy to me, and I was 12 when I had that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think that was a good way for me to kind of ease into it, because then I could look at shit that I wanted to look at without being overexposed all the time. And then by the time I was 14, I was ready for like my first phone, which was a BlackBerry.
Me drunk as fuck, bro. Let me update my status.
Yeah, see, that's another thing too.
I remember like there's so many firsts with technology that we can remember so easily because we were
Uvu?
teenagers.
You remember Uvu?
No,
You never did Uvu?
I don't think so.
Oh my
What was
god,
that?
let me tell you about Uvu. Okay, so, like, back in the day, Uvu was like Skype, but before Skype. And everybody, me and Bethany Uvu'd each other all the time. And, like, it was the novelty of just being able to video chat with your
Yeah.
friends and stuff.
Oh,
So we
like
would-
FaceTime.
Yeah, it was just like, it was like the predecessor to FaceTime and Skype and all this kind of stuff. And you could just, like, we'd ask for each other's Uvus on Facebook and then just sit there, like, we wouldn't even talk. We'd just sit there and be like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, just laying in my room. Cool, me too. You know what I mean? That was it.
I remember calling people, like calling friends of mine, just having conversations, like just to talk, like that. Oh, shit,
It's kind of like what you do now with Discord, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean that's all it is now. I mean I say when I'm not doing the podcast, I'm sitting in Discord with my friends.
Yeah.
Like they're sitting in Discord still. Are they? Let me see. Yeah, people are still sitting in Discord all over the place, just hanging out. And I'm not. I'm here with you. But they know, and some of them are watching. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, that's the way it works. And that's the thing I have taken from it, is that I got lucky and found an amazing community and talked to them all day, like all
Oh,
night, every
yeah.
night. You know what I mean?
See, my thing, when I was kind of like that when I first got,
Bro, calling your friend's landline phone and asking his mom if he was home.
oh, I remember that.
I never did that. I never had friends like that. I didn't have friends until I was like a teenage, really. You guys were my first like real. Lindsay was my first like friend, like person I had as a friend that like has transcended like a decade now.
Mm.
But before her or after her, like when I went to middle school, I didn't really keep a lot of friends. Like I met Quentin in middle school, but we weren't friends until we graduated
Yeah.
high school. You know, I met him in middle school, but I didn't really know him
I
until
mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean you're
like a majority of the people in my life I know that are my friends are on here, and then you guys that I've met basically after high school. Like you and me met in high school, and we were like we would like knew each other, but we weren't really friends until we started working together.
Yeah.
You know, and then even then like I've only maintained friendships with like 3 or 4 people from high school. Really, like that I had in high school. Like I didn't even know Bethany in high school. Like I knew her who she was, but I didn't like we didn't talk or we weren't friends or anything in there. Same with pretty much everyone except you, Carly, Quentin, and David. Chris, but like we weren't really friends like we are
Chris
now.
just
until
knew
after.
everybody.
Yeah, but like I wasn't friends with them until like after high school. Like so many of our friends I'm friends with now that we went to high school with, I didn't become friends with any of them until after high school. You know, I never had friends growing up. Like I had Michael. I had Michael, and I watched TV. That's why I'm such a movie freak. 'Cause I grew up as such a loner.
That's how I was too for a long time. Like I would call friends to like see if they wanted to come over and spend the night, but I mean that was only like with one person. When I was in like middle school and elementary school.
Yeah,
Then
my friend Jackson, I did have him.
Then he moved away, and so I just didn't have
Yeah.
I wasn't friends with anyone. And then like I became friends with like you guys like towards
Like 11th grade.
like 11th grade, like halfway towards the end of 10th, beginning of 11th, like middle of the year. I mean and there was like random people I would talk to on Facebook all the time, but I mean other than that, I mean like I was pretty much a loner, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad it happened the way it happened.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm very fortunate that I have the crazy ass group of people
yeah.
that are in my life now. Like I here and on here. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to Vegas, San Diego, and Ohio inside of like
this year.
Yeah, inside of the next few like 6 or 7 months. You know what I mean? Like I'm definitely going to 2 of those. I don't know if I'm going to San Diego or not. I want to, but
I want to go to Comic-Con in San Diego.
oh Jesus, bro, that's a lot.
It's like a lifelong dream, though.
That's like ridiculous money.
Yeah.
Like tickets are like so expensive for
Yeah.
that.
I'll get there one day.
And the flight, yeah, that's gonna be like a $3,000 or $4,000 ordeal when you
I'll
get
get
done
there
with
one
it.
day.
Though. Oh yeah, no, I believe you. I want to go with you.
We're going.
Yeah, we're going.
We're
That's
gonna
like
have a panel for the Shirts
you
Off
and me
podcast.
for the Shirts Off. Yep, Shirts Off podcast. We'll have a
The
comic.
goal is to get there for free because we'll just be so famous by then. They'll be like, "Yeah, come to
Oh,
San
yeah,
Diego."
totally.
We'll have like a small little table in the back beside the restroom.
Yep, and I take it in a minute.
Handing out cups to people.
Yep. Handing out cups.
Yeah, like so a lot of conventions because it gets so hot and stuff. They have like not water fountains, but like the things with the bottles in it, and you hit the button and it.
Yeah.
Comes out. What are those called? Fuck, I don't know.
Water cooler.
Water cooler. There we go. Thank God, Jesus.
Man, you are off tonight. Huh?
I know. I think it's just because I've been sitting at the house all day with my grandma, and she's just been talking about her surgeries and stuff.
Mhm.
Like,
You've just been like rotted.
yeah,
You're just like
basically. I
just
learned
sitting
so
back.
much about like knees within this day than I've ever thought I would need to know about knees.
My hand's crampy.
You laughed so hard your hands started.
Well, I'm just like malnourished. Like I'm sitting here eating blueberry, a whole thing of blueberries.
Dude, you should have told me. I would have brought you some beef stew.
No,
We have beef stew.
I don't want beef stew.
It's really good.
I have food.
It's
I have
got
food over there.
peas and carrots and beef in it. Great.
My problem is I haven't been going to the gym.
Oh, I thought you were about to say my problem is I haven't been going to the bathroom.
Yeah, I haven't pooped in 7 days. No, I haven't gone to the gym since Wednesday.
What's some other topics we had on there? Because I sent some other stuff too.
You said concentration camps in China for Muslims.
Yes.
There's a little gay man in all of us. And Kobe Bryant helicopter crash.
Did you want to talk about that? That seems to be the hot topic right now.
Bro, that was nuts.
That was. So,
It crushed me.
So, I found out, I know you probably found out just because you were already on Twitter, but, like, I was at work,
Mm-hmm.
and my manager comes up to me, he's like, do you know Kobe Bryant? And I was like, yeah, like, I'm not into basketball or anything, by the way. I knew the name.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, he died today in a helicopter crash. I was like, wow, that's crazy, because he seemed kind of young to me, like, very young, you know? I mean,
He was 41.
Not that, like, if you're older, I think you should die. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just kind of like a freak thing that I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, you know, that's crazy. But, I mean, like, it's like I told my manager, I was like, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, it shows you, like, nobody's untouchable, you know what I mean? No matter how famous you get or how good you are at anything, like,
Yeah.
like, death waits for no man, you know?
So,
And it's so sad because his daughter was there,
his
too.
daughter was there,
and,
yeah.
like, you know, I know that's awful for their family. Like, could you imagine? And all the other people that were in the helicopter crash too? Because it's
Yeah.
like 8 other people besides him and his daughter.
yeah, it was 9 total people.
Oh, okay. So like
2
7
of them,
other
7
people.
other people. Yeah.
So
It was
that's
rough.
wild.
It was the first. So, the way my dad, not since, but like before, the way my dad described when Princess Diana died, it feels like that's happening. Like, Kobe was such a giant. There was a tweet someone tweeted. It said,
The Kobe thing, like where they're like,
where they throw Kobe. He said
they
they
say-
tweeted out a whole generation of people ball up their paper and throw it in the trash can and say Kobe.
And we should keep that alive.
And we should keep that alive. Like, we were playing Call of Duty, and when you throw nades in Call of Duty, people will say Kobe and, like, throw their nade. And my buddy went like that and, like, stopped.
And everybody was like, say it.
And no, everyone was like, damn, like, we all just got, because it's so fresh. I mean,
Yeah.
we might say it in the future, and I hope we do, because it's a great.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a good way to immortalize them.
Yeah, but I mean, the problem.
Immortalize. Can't speak. Damn.
The sad thing to me, like, it's sad anyway. But the sad thing is, like, it's such a sobering reminder of how quickly anything like this can happen to anybody. Because Kobe was on top of the world, bro. I mean, he just, like, this guy, he's going to go down in the Hall of Fame, no doubt. And now he will much
Well,
earlier.
he was already a Hall of Famer.
Not yet. No, I think you have to wait until either till you're 45 years old or until 5 years after you've retired. He's only been retired for like 2 years or 3 years, but he'll retire. Like, they'll put him in early. They get this next one probably. I don't know. To me, it's like doesn't matter how much money you have. It happened to someone in our community recently. I'm not gonna name his name, but a business owner, a very like a local celebrity basically, and a friend of mine.
Oh, yeah.
He
I thought
died.
you were talking about, like, in your infam community.
No, like here in town. Yeah, Dale Earnhardt's death to a lot of
Yeah.
people was like this crazy, whoa.
Well, yeah,
But
it was
that
such
was-
a freak thing.
Well,
for
yeah,
his
but I
too.
mean, again, he died doing something
Yeah,
dangerous. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Not saying riding in a helicopter wasn't, but he's had this helicopter for 12 years. It's like a normal day-to-day thing for him. You know, like,
It's
and,
like if
and
you
Dale
died in-
raced a lot, but like he was in the midst of a NASCAR race. Like, it's just one of those crazy things that can't. It's like Steve Irwin when he died.
Oh, yeah, I remember
It's
that.
like, bro, that fucked me up. He was my idol. My childhood was I'm gonna be like Steve Irwin.
Dude, I loved Steve. Yeah, I
He
wanted
was
to be
like,
him, too.
it broke me down. I couldn't go to school. Like, I was in school the day after, or like a couple days after, and like broke down.
When did he die, by the way?
2005.
2005? Yeah.
It was in
2005
August.
was a rough year for me. That's the
That
year my
one-
parents got divorced. Like, Steve Irwin died. It's a rough year.
Him,
Rough year. 2004 and 2005. Like, oh my god. Rough.
Steve Irwin was probably the Kobe Bryant in Australia. Like, to Australians, that's
It's
gonna
not
be
more
like,
than that. He was kind of like the Kobe Bryant and Mr. Rogers wrapped in one.
yeah, in a way. I mean, and again, like, there's probably dozens of people that have died that if social media had been what it is now,
Oh,
would
yeah.
have had this level of intensity. Like, if Steve Irwin died today, it would be fucking felt. People would feel it. Like, it would hurt bad, like Kobe. Like, if Princess Diana died, bro, Princess Diana was like
Oh yeah.
Bill Gates wrapped with your mother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was
She's like the people's princess.
she
That's
was
what
the
they called her,
people's,
right?
yeah, she was like this charitable, wonderful, amazing person that spoke out against all kinds of horrific things in the world, trying to help people, and the paparazzi had her killed. Not had her, like, made her
But,
get
like,
killed
yeah.
by accident. And like, if that had happened today, it would be fucking like insane. Like, the amount of, like, Kobe, though, it's who he was. It's what he represented. I mean, the guy was a ridiculously powerful athlete. You know, top 10, top 20 best basketball players of all time. You know, spoke multiple languages. Oscar winner. Had 4 daughters.
Oh, he won an Oscar?
Yeah.
What did he win an Oscar for?
He had a short story that he produced. It was like a poem that he made into a short film or something along those lines. And he won. It was like the last year or two. He won like last Oscars.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. It's called like Dear Basketball or something. It was really cool. I watched it. It was dope. I gotta watch it again now.
You know what? Like, and I was gonna say, it's a lot different from like somebody like Stan Lee dying. You know what I mean? Because like he's older.
We're talking
so,
about a
yeah.
96, 97-year-old
Yeah.
guy who's lived a full ass life.
Yeah. Like, it was sad. Don't get me wrong. Like,
It
I
was
was
so
still
sad.
fucking
Oh,
sad.
bro, it fucked us all up.
But I
at
mean,
work.
it's so much sadder when it's somebody like so much younger. Dude, imagine if like Elvis had died, like in a
Now-
time of in an era of social media, like the way he died at the age he died.
Well, he would have been uncovered for what he was a lot earlier, because he was a very heavy drug user. Ridiculously.
Sure. Apparently, yeah.
Like an insane amount.
Yeah.
He died he died it wasn't like he died like a freak accident.
Well,
he had a ridiculously crazy overdose.
Do you know who Dwayne McDuffie is?
I remember the name.
So he recently died. When I say recently, it's probably been about 5 years or so. But he's like the guy who created Static Shock and the Icon, who are superheroes. If you don't know, and when he died, it was a huge thing. I remember seeing stuff on social media for it. He died at a younger age too, because I think he had cancer or something, or some kind of illness. Don't quote me on that, but that's a death that I felt very much, because I remember growing up with Static and watching interviews with that guy, talking about I really wanted to create this hero to represent a minority, and all the great things he intended to do with that hero, with Icon, and it was there was tributes all around for him and everything, much like how when Stan Lee died, but it was in such full force, it was crazy. And even he's part, I know you're gonna get mad at me for this, but he's part of why the DCAU is so great, because he was a writer for a bunch of the shit that was going out at the time for that. And when he died, oh my god, I remember watching a commentary for him on one of my Batman DVDs, or he was in it, in their group panel thing. And I was oh man, but it was so cool to see how his thought process was when writing these characters and stories and stuff. It was but it hurts so much more when you think about this guy isn't here anymore, you know?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's gonna happen to all of us.
Yeah.
We're all gonna go back to the dirt one day. But I think that what we ended up getting to the other day at Huddle House, us and our friends, was whether you're religious or not. People ask what's the reason? If there's no religion, or no religion, if there's no God, if there's no afterlife, what's the point? It's bro, what? Are you talking about water bottle Copenhagen? He said room temperature challenge. I think he wants to drink water bottle. If there is no God, if there's no, what's the point? It's what do you want the point to be? Do you like drinking wine? Do you like the feeling you have when you drink wine? That's the point. Hanging out with your friends and laughing is the point.
It's about the experience.
Being with your
life.
kids, with your family.
Mm-hmm. Just like me and you were talking about moving to the beach and stuff. When's another time we are going to be able to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know that's kind of
No, but that's true. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's that small of an idea. At least to me. I don't know. I'm not super religious. I'm not
No, I get it.
I'm not atheist, but I'm agnostic. I'm very not what's the word? I don't praise anything. I'm not I'm not.
Well, you know me.
Practicing.
I'm very religious.
Yeah.
But I still I think it's very much about the experience at the end of the day too. You know what I mean? There's a reason from my point of view anyway. There's a reason God puts us on Earth, and with the intelligence that we have, is not only to enjoy life, but to take advantage of life, and be able to live and change the world and make it a better place. You know what I mean? Or there's a reason we have free will and intelligence. You know what I mean? Look at the things that humanity has done in its time of existence. You know what I mean? So sure, it's a lot of bad stuff too, but it's still amazing stuff, incredible things that no other species that we're aware of on our planet has been able to do.
Except dolphins. Dolphins are smart.
Dolphins are smart.
I can't wait till we can talk to them. Seriously. They really got unlucky. Mm-hmm. They can't really manipulate the shit around them. It's because we have thumbs.
Not yet.
Not yet. Exactly. That's what I mean. We can manipulate. We can grab and move and change things. Dolphins are just we can talk and shit, but fuck, we can't build anything.
This has been a pretty down podcast.
No,
not down, but we started out with what, pedophilia and cults. And
I think it's only down if we. I think it's only down if we take the worst from it. We're taking a lot of.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I just mean compared to how we normally are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I
We
like
had a
it.
lot
I
of
love
serious
it.
stuff in our notes. Yeah,
I love it. We're
love
having like a
these.
deep conversation,
Yeah.
and like we've never. I don't think at this. Well,
We've had a couple.
We've had a couple, but not like pretty much solid, deep conversation the whole time. You know what I mean?
I mean,
This is amazing. I love it.
I mean, that's the mood right now, bro. I'm in a very, I'm fucked
Reflective
up.
mood?
Yeah, I'm very this whole week, bro. Ever since
Ever since he broke his toe,
I
he's
don't know.
become a deeper
I'm
man.
less sure that I broke it.
Yeah, more that you just fucked it up.
Yeah, so I was looking at my worry is like the toenail's still black, and I was looking up,
It's gonna come off, I think.
I don't know. I thought that eventually, but now like I've been doing a lot of research and on to the concentration camps, says Copenhagen. Hold on.
Oh.
I've been looking at the toenails. I've been looking stuff up, and basically it's probably just like the worst version of a stub toe.
Huh.
Like basically like I dropped something on it and it didn't break, but the blood vessels all popped underneath the toe, and this is where the blood has clotted underneath, and it'll eventually grow out. Like it'll just keep growing until I've cut it all away over time. But I mean, it feels much better. Like I can walk on it pretty good, not 100%. Like I'm not like walking on it to the point where like I can like there's no limp. Like I still have a weird little limp, and I still wrap it because it still does bleed. But I'm hoping within a week I can be back in the gym. But that's put me in a very reflective, like it can go downhill this fast.
Yeah.
Like this is just a fucking toe,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not even broken.
You could die from it.
No, I mean,
you might get that gangrene, Charlie.
well, yeah, that's not what I mean.
Sorry.
I mean, like, if this little kind of setback is all it takes, it's crazy how easy it is to just be put out of commission.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I have lost a lot of weight in no amount of time. Like, my metabolism is phenomenal for a 23 going on. I'll be 24 in a couple weeks. Like, I'm gonna be 24 in, like a little less than 3 weeks. Like, that's crazy. And my metabolism, I'm not joking. I bet I've lost 12 or 15 pounds in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, say Tuesday. In 6 days, I bet I've lost 12 or 15 pounds just living, just waking up, eating, shitting, sleeping again. Like my body has just destroyed all that because I'm not maintaining muscle. Like my arms are way smaller. Like I can visibly see how small my arms are.
Oh yeah.
Like it's ridiculous.
You're puny.
I'm puny. Like and I feel it. Like I feel small. Like I'm pathetic. Itty bitty. Just wanted the fucking emperor to start attack. Did you lance it? Yes and no. I didn't lance it the right way, but I've been like the right way being like all at once in the beginning. I've been slowly lancing it. That was my problem the first like whole day. Like I didn't know what the problem was because it happened right before I went to work, and then I had to go to work. So like I went to work and was at work the whole night and wasn't really able to attend to it. So by the time I finally did, I started lancing it, and now it's pretty it's getting better. So the toenail's still discolored. The front of my toe is a little discolored, like from I'm hoping just from bruising, but oh well.
That's Charlie's toe update.
Yeah, that's my toe update. But yeah, that's my whole mood for the last. It hasn't been a negative mood. It's been like a
Just
very
reflective
and thought provoking. Like holy shit, life can happen fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like because I started thinking like, man, what if a ridiculous version of this? Like what if I lost my foot? Like what if my foot just I was riding down the road, had my headphones on, a car was coming, drunk driver, didn't know, boom,
Wow.
runs over and crushes my foot. I have to get it taken off. You know what I mean? Like, just don't have a foot. Like that. It's so easy.
Over like an appropriate amount of time, could I call you Stump?
Oh, you could call me Stump immediately if that happened.
Oh, sweet.
That's hilarious. But
Or Stumpy. That would be
Stumpy would be I'd be named Stumpy. I don't know. I'd probably be mad for like the first hour or so.
Yeah.
But after a while, I know that I would see the hilarity.
And you might even still like find a way to get to the gym. Like I know.
Oh,
you.
I would. No, I
know you.
definitely would.
You'd be like, I still got the upper body strength. I'll just walk on my hands.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would, I'd probably fuck around and end up getting a cybernetic foot. I would keep my good legs strong. I love the gym too much. I get too much of an endorphin rush every time I go. Like, it's, like, you won't know until you really commit, because you're about to, I feel like it's happening. I feel like here in the next year or so, you'll finally like really truly commit to going. Like you'll get a membership and you'll start going, but it'll be a while before you understand.
I'm so sore from changing that tire. I'm like, damn, am I just out of shape? Or
Yes! That's all it is. You're just shitty, out of shape body. Couldn't handle doing
Look, I've had
physical
issues,
labor for
I've had
an
issues
hour.
like getting out of chairs and stuff the past couple of days just because my ass is sore from having to sit like on my knees to change that tire.
Yeah, that's not good. You're not. That means you're not flexible. It means that your body is
Give
like.
me a water, by the way.
Yeah, it
Making
means
me
your
feel
body's not.
dehydrated.
Your body's not used to the fucking
Here we
physical
go.
labor.
Here we go. Room temperature challenge.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't what he meant. He said room temperature challenge. No, when you die, your body gets cold. That's what he was talking about.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's what he. I think. I mean, that's what he said. I don't know.
Wait, your
exactly.
body's not room temperature already?
No. your
I'm
body's-
messing with you.
Anyway.
Oh, did you want to talk about the concentration camp?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't even know what that is. Tell me. That was your. note.
So I don't know a lot about it myself, but I thought
Why are we talking about it?
it'd be an interesting conversation because apparently, according to Isaiah and Chris, our friends, over in China, they're like really, really don't like Muslim people.
Mm-hmm.
So much so to the point where they are like basically like genociding them. And like none of all the major like news networks sidestep that story because one, like they do a lot of business in China because China's just like such a large like population. It'd be stupid not to expose yourself to that.
Yeah.
And two, like Muslims aren't exactly popular in America.
Really?
But like I don't know. I think it's awful from what they told me.
I mean, well, it's a touchy subject.
It is a touchy subject, but I think like I don't think it's a bad thing if you're Muslim. You know what I mean? I mean, I know that might be a controversial thing to say, but
Yeah.
like I think you should believe whatever you want to believe and worship whoever you want, whenever you want, or whatever. You know, guess what America was founded on, or part of what America was founded on, at least. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that in the people who like did 9/11 and everything were Muslim, but I think that's more like a thing like where the people who did it were just like also Muslim and doing it because of their beliefs. But that's a side of that that religion. Just like the people who did the Crusades were Christians, but that's just another side of Christianity.
Yeah. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about it to have an opinion.
Do you know that I don't know if you've seen this video or not, but they took like snippets of whatever the Muslim version of the Bible's called. The name escapes me at the moment. And were
The Quran?
The Quran. Yep. They took snippets of the Quran and they took snippets of the Bible. And they were telling people, like, going out in public and telling people, this is what what the Quran says or whatever, and it would be like a thing from the Bible. And people would be like, that's why Muslims are bad or whatever. And then they revealed that it was the Bible the whole time. And
Yeah.
they'd be like,
That's pretty funny.
yeah. And they did it vice versa too, you know.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting at least to see how people react to that kind of thing. They'd be like, oh, well, this is the exact sexist, you know, racist bullshit that, like, they'd be teaching over there, and that's why they're attacking us and everything. And then they'd be like, oh, this is in the Bible, actually. And the person would be like, oh, my God. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video, but that video is hilarious. I want to find out more about that concentration camp thing, and then I'll come back when I find out more about it with that topic, and we can discuss it more there. Then, how's that sound?
It's up to you. I mean, I'm not super. It touches very close to a political side of things in today's climate, and I just don't. I'm not a big. You know me. I'm not a giant political guy.
Oh yeah, I know.
I don't like getting too political. I don't like getting too religious. Like
You just want to put on your hood and go to the neo-Nazi rally or whatever the fuck that you
that
go
doesn't
to.
make any sense from what I'm saying. Those are very religious and very political people.
You just want to go and burn your cross or whatever. And
That doesn't mean-
mind your
doesn't
own
make any
business,
sense.
Or whatever the fuck you do in your free time.
You say these things as if they're insults. God damn it.
You racist bastard.
Dullboy Angel in chat. Do we know you?
Wait, what?
You followed us 3 hours ago before the podcast even started. Like, way before. And I just don't know who it is. Like, I didn't see it until just now.
Somebody follows us? That's amazing.
Right? and I just don't.
I didn't even know there were people watching us. I thought we were just talking.
I'm just wondering how they found us, or how if I know them
It might be somebody
from the
Doughboy?
Discord or Dull Boy.
Oh, that's
Hey.
Nick.
Is it Nick?
Yeah, that's Nick. Fingerless Nick.
Is that you, Nick?
Or not Fingerless Nick. Fingerless Glove Nick.
This is Nick, the sexy. Okay.
Yeah, the sexy Edgar Allan Poe.
Thanks for saying so.
Yeah.
Did he say it exactly? As, he never even said anything. Okay.
What?
He never said He never said anything about it. Like he was never like, "Hey, this is Nick." He just started speaking in chat. Like, what? He's been here forever. He's been here since like
The beginning?
not the very beginning, but like within 10 or 15 minutes of us starting.
Wow. Thank you,
He
Nick.
said, "Don't drop the F-bomb," in quotes. And then we started talking about the internet. He said, "Exactly, the internet was absolutely a catalyst for me opening my mind, expanding my morals." And then he's just said a couple things since then. I mean, he's just been here the whole time.
Wow. Thanks for, like, actually watching us and shit, Nick.
Yeah.
That's
Nick's
great.
cool.
Nick's awesome. Like, Nick is what I imagine Dilton being like when I first meet Dilton. Because Dilton's always here, too.
Yeah, bro, I can't wait to meet Dilton.
Is he here tonight?
He hasn't. If he is, he's just chilling. He hasn't
Over
said
here.
anything.
I'm over here sucking
Let me
off
see it.
Dilton's dick, and he's not
Okay,
even here
bro.
to see it.
No. Let me see. I'm
You
looking
need
at
a hand, Dilton? Because I'm jerking you off right now.
Okay, bro. You're very annoying.
You
You're
know
welcome, ungrateful some bitches. Listen here, Copenhagen.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Hey, Copenhagen.
You're here every night, bro. We've said thank you a bunch. We
Yeah.
love you.
Copenhagen,
dude.
I'd love to chew you.
Okay.
You know what, though? Like, can I say something? Coda, like, was giving me some pointers about, like, how you do your podcast and stuff. How we do this.
Yeah.
And he was like, we really need something in the background of that because he hates that it's all black. And it's just us talking with a blank screen.
Yeah, I know. I need to get something made. I've
Yeah.
talked to a couple people about maybe doing something, but I've got one person.
It just looks so empty. It's like we're in a dark room. Everybody's naked. Like, what's even the point?
No, I know what you mean. You're so annoying.
What am I even striving for? And you didn't put my Snapchat up there yet. Like, what is this?
It's a dictatorship.
I know it is. And clearly you're making the wrong decisions.
My hat is starting to
Oh,
put
I had
lines
an
in my
idea
head.
about
Or my
a podcast
headset.
or something like that.
Wait, say that again?
I had an idea.
What's your idea?
Oh, okay. What if I had my own segment? Like, could I borrow your setup to do, like, a stream by myself?
About...
Well, there's this guy, you know the guy I was telling you about that I watch his reviews all the time? Like, Jay's reviews and stuff, like, for the DCAU and stuff like that?
Okay.
I'd love to do a podcast with him.
With him?
Yeah. I know, I would invite
Do you know him?
I mean, like, he's a smaller channel, but I'm pretty sure he would be open to it, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's up to you. You gotta talk to him, dude.
Yeah, I know. I gotta set it up and stuff, but, like, I wanted to ask before I try to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
you're welcome to be a part of it, too. I just,
Yeah.
like, 'cause, I mean, duh, it's your setup. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know if you would be interested.
the only so like, I started streaming and was doing this with, like, before I had you as the guest or the co-host or whatever, I had guests on from the community, and the only problem is around here the internet is not the most reliable.
So the
for-
connection's kind of weird.
The connection's kind of shitty for streaming and having, like, a FaceTime, like, because I would do it through Discord, because Discord to me was the one that worked the best. Skype would lag all the time, and Discord wouldn't as often, but still would lag, and when it did lag, it was, like, unrelenting, and I couldn't hear my guests, and they couldn't hear me, and it was, like, annoying and terrible, and I don't, like, it wasn't, like, the kind of thing where it happened once or twice, and it might have been something to do with their settings. It was always to do with the internet, because it happened to everybody, you know, so, I mean, I'd be down to let you do it, but at the same time, it's like,
It might be too much of a hassle.
it'd be too much of a hassle. I mean, we just have shitty internet
Yeah.
here.
I would
it's
love
very-
to do it at some point. Cause, like,
Yeah, I would too.
Like, talking
I would love to have guests on again, like, just
Yeah.
have, like, me do this with my friends on here whenever you're not here, because that's all I would do.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, every night I'd have the stream up if I could have my friends on. Like, it would just be me talking to fucking Copenhagen. Like, I don't know, like, other people who I know, you know? I don't know. I'd be down. I'd be down for us to have guests
I
on
would
this
be
show.
too.
Like, you and me have guests on a show.
But I was thinking,
That would be
like,
so fun.
we could have, like, a like if you didn't want to be on it, it could be like a block where like I just talk to him for like 30 minutes to an hour or whatever about like DCAU shit. You know, because I know he's all about that. But apparently he's also into like a bunch of older games, like I can't remember any of them. But you know like some of the older Sonic games and stuff like that. Like he's done reviews, retrospective reviews on all those as well. Which I never played them, so I never watched the reviews. So he references them all the time whenever he's doing his retrospective. I'm like, I get the Knuckles reference, but that's it.
I mean, yeah, it sounds cool. I mean, I'd love to have certain people. Did I ever show you the Full Fat Videos guys? They're the guys that did. They were talking about how the Russos fixed Tony Stark.
Oh yeah.
Remember those
you
guys?
showed me that.
They want to be on the podcast.
Yeah. They want to be on our podcast.
They said they were down to do it a long time, like months ago. They said they were down, and I haven't got back to them because I don't want to have them on and it not work. You know what I mean? Like the podcast be shitty. So like I want to have better internet. I'm just holding out on better internet happening eventually. You know, but those guys are super cool. They follow me on Twitter. We follow each other on Twitter. They're super friendly.
Well, that's why I think this guy would be great to have on. It's a smaller channel. I just found out he's only like 19.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, the way he does...
Those guys are our age.
The ways he does his retrospective review is like, you would think it's somebody who's like, not only been to college for like ever and like learned how to write like papers and stuff, and like they've also been to speech class and like learned how to talk in a certain way where it's just captivating the whole time. Like that's why I watch those reviews all the time.
It's like our friend Matt. I mean, it's like an ambiguous Matt.
Yes.
Like he was homeschooled. This guy was probably homeschooled or something. I mean, it's like some people just grow up a much more like talking household. Like I grew up in a very like it was a talking household, but it was because I was talking to my brother and sister a lot. Like, not to say my dad like didn't ever talk to us, but I feel like there could have been a lot more talking. And it could have hurried things along when it came to speech. He's
very much the kind of guy that we would hang out with. Like, at least that's the feel I get from watching his reviews and his ideas and stuff. Yeah. He's the kind of guy I think you would get along with. He's the kind of guy I think could talk you into watching the DCAU, Charlie.
No. I mean, look.
I mean, that's not my motivation at all, though.
Listen, look, my objection to watching the DCAU is not for lack of wanting to. It's for lack of dedicating all that time to doing so. I'll probably watch it all one day, but I probably won't. Like, it depends on a lot of shit.
Like, look, can I tell you something?
Right now, there's no chance I'm watching
Can I tell you something?
What?
Like, a lot of it, honestly, is filler. There's, like, I can compile a list of episodes that will matter, and we could watch them if you want. And then you can go back and watch the filler if you want.
No, it's not the way it works. Not for me. I have to watch everything in order.
Can I tell you, I haven't even seen all the DCAU. I haven't seen all of STAS. I haven't seen,
I don't think I wouldn't believe you.
That's Superman, the animated series, by the way. And I haven't seen all Static Shock or the Zeta Project, but I've seen all Batman the animated series. I've seen all Batman Beyond, and I've seen all of the Justice League shows, and the tie-in movies. I think, except for.
And that's only like what, a third of the DCAU?
No, that's pretty much all of it. What I'm missing is probably about a third of it, if that might be, maybe. A little less than a third of it, fourth of it, if I'm being generous.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like that's what I'm saying though. Like it wouldn't be hard to sit down and watch it all. It's just the order, really, trying to figure out which order you want to watch in. I go with I want to watch in production order because I've watched it in chronological order so many times.
My thing is when I have a conversation with somebody, whether it's about like with Game of Thrones. If we sat down and had a conversation about Game of Thrones, I can tell you everything. Tell you everything about the show. I can tell you a lot about the books. You know, I've read almost all the books. Like, I have waded through the waters of everything Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? Like, I've swam in that pool. I've pissed in that pool. like that piss has gone in my mouth. Like, that shit has gone all the way to, like,
It's cycled through at least 4
Game of Thrones is inside of me. Like, I know that fucking show, that story, all of it. Like, I have been all throughout that I've seen it 10 times, bro. I have watched that shit. Like, because whenever I talk about it with you or with whoever, I want to be able to, like, have a good conversation.
Yeah.
And with the DCAU, like, I wouldn't want to be that guy who's like, yeah, I saw these 8 or 10 episodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to. I want to be able to bring up ridiculous, crazy references and be like, bro, Like, that one little moment ties in so well with that giant plot point 7 seasons later. Like, is that... Because I recognize that shit.
That's
Like, when I watch... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'd have to watch all of it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, watching Rebels.
Especially when
watching
you get...
Rebels is dope because I know it's 4 seasons.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be done after 4 seasons. I know that's all
For
there
now,
is.
at least.
But yeah,
They might bring it back like the Clone Wars.
I hope they do. It's dope. I like it. I hope the animation's just better.
So I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm not going to say anything. Never mind.
DCAU or Star Wars?
No, Star Wars.
Okay,
Rebels,
yeah,
I mean.
don't. I had one thing spoiled recently.
About Rebels?
Yeah.
What was it?
That in episode 9, when Rey is hearing all the voices,
yeah,
it's said that those are definitely past Jedi, like Jedi that have died, and Ahsoka and Kanan's voices are heard.
Are you sure? Who confirmed that? It's definitely.
It was on What Culture, and apparently it's in the credits.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Ahsoka's voice, but it doesn't.
Apparently it's
and
Kanan's.
Kanan.
Yeah,
Ahsoka and Kanan.
So
I knew that going into the movie, but that doesn't mean they're for sure dead, though.
I think it does.
I don't think so.
Because you didn't hear Ezra, and if they're using Kanan, that means that they're acknowledging Rebels and canon, and it means that Ezra's probably still alive by episode. Because I mean,
if he's still a Jedi,
if he's still a Jedi, but I mean, Ahsoka wasn't a Jedi.
but she was the Gray Jedi, which still has Jedi in the name.
Sure, but whatever. Like, still very loosely, she left the Order. She left the Jedi Order.
That doesn't mean you can't be a Force ghost, though.
I understand. Hold on. We're getting.
Apparently, only Jedis can be Force ghosts, according to what I read about. Like,
What Culture did a video. I'll tell you to watch it. What Culture did a video. What?
What Culture isn't always right, though.
Well, they're right when they've after the fact. When they predict stuff, it's not always right. But no one's always right when they predict stuff.
I'm not talking about the prediction stuff. I'm talking about like in canon, like rules and stuff. Like they're not always right with certain things. I've noticed flaws and shit. That's why I'm saying that. But I don't know if they're always wrong about like Star Wars and stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of like DC stuff, they get like wrong all the time. So that's why I don't ever watch What Culture. They're like, I'll watch them for like cool facts every now and then. Yeah. But like,
watch the Star Wars one. It was 8 revelations that happened in episode 9.
Yeah.
The guy says whether you like it or not. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it still says we're live, so I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'll do this. Hold on, let me pull up the other chat. I mean, yeah, see, it still says we're live. I don't know why that keeps happening.
That's weird.
It is weird. Damn it. Or I'm deleting this after the podcast.
Deleting what after the podcast?
There's a game called Apex Legends, and to play it on PC, you have to have an Origin account, and my Origin thing just pops up every, 10 minutes on my computer and won't go away. I keep exiting. I shut it all the way down, and it reopens, it's happened for, 5 days. It's driving me nuts.
That's what you get for playing Apex.
I haven't played it in months, either. That's the most annoying thing. I don't know where this has come from. Now I'm off topic. What are we talking about? What Culture?
What Culture again?
Yeah, he went to lengths to make sure you understand in the episode that he was like, look, I made sure I was right saying these things. Like Adam Cleary, the guy he did the Game of Thrones episodes too. I liked his Game of Thrones when he was covering Game of Thrones. I liked his stuff on that. He had opinions where I was like, I like how objective this is.
You know what? I might be thinking about Watch Mojo instead of What Culture.
Yeah, Watch Mojo's fucking trash.
Oh yeah.
They suck. They don't know shit, bro.
Have you ever watched...
Sorry.
They are trash though. But have you
Watch
ever
Mojo?
watched? Yeah, their top 10 Batman the Animated Series episodes.
Wrong.
I watched it and I laughed.
They're biased.
Oh my god, yeah.
They're the most biased top 10 channel on YouTube.
It was like shit. It was very. Their top, number 1 episode I think was, The Cat in the Claw, which is just a Catwoman episode, which is not. It's a great episode. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say it's in my top 10.
They're very biased. They're biased on lots of. They're like this is gonna be one of those things I say that gets clipped.
What?
And causes a giant controversy.
Oh, is it one of those PC things or whatever?
Yeah, it's I think they're just very social justice warrior-y, behind the scenes. I think that's who's running that place. And not to say that that's bad, because they have good lists, but they've got some very biased lists. They're not measuring anything. They're top 10 things. and the number one episode of all time is this. Like, this is the best one ever because this chick was in it. And it's like, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. They said, what culture's a bunch of nerds? Like, talking about the facts and everything. I think you would like that.
I think I've seen What Culture.
You uninclusive motherfucker! Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? Like, I think there was something What Culture said that I didn't agree with, but I don't remember what it was. There was that too. I don't know. The only YouTuber that I've like ever watched that is just like 100% unbiased and just spits out straight facts is Emergency Austin.
He's the best.
Like, yeah,
He's
oh my
the
God.
number one best with all of that.
Yeah.
Very rarely will even give an opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and if he does, he's like, when he does, he's like, I mean, I think this, but that's my opinion, and you know.
Has he ever done like a top 10 or anything like that?
Every day. He does top 10s like every other day.
Oh, he do like top 10 what the fuck moments, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
like,
stuff like that.
But he doesn't do like
top
10
things
episodes
or reasons and stuff. Yeah, he doesn't do like, he doesn't do that.
That's
now,
why.
if he's like reviewing, like he did, because Avatar, they're doing the Avatar The Last Airbender on Netflix, he's been doing those.
Yeah.
So he'll do like top 10 jet moments or top 10 whatever, like to filler an episode when he's giving like the news on the little thing that happened.
Yeah.
And sometimes like all that would take is like 2 minutes of film, so he would be like, I'll talk about that and then talk about all these things and how they could tie into this in the future of the show. And that's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
He makes a 2-minute like topic a 10-minute topic, and he doesn't bore you with it. He's like, here's the news. Like, they're casting this character. Apparently, it's this character from that. He's going to redeem himself. In light of that, I'm going to talk about him and what he's going to be in the new show. That's only going to take a minute or so. But then I'm going to talk about all the crazy moments he had in the show and how this character, how it could tie into this show and how they'll probably do it. And then you watch it and you're like, damn, that was interesting as fuck. Like, he's so good at it.
Yeah.
He's the best, bro.
He's like, he reminds me of like the How It's Made guy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
He's like the How It's Made guy for nerds.
Yeah. He's like, this is how like stuff is like, you know, put together. I watched one thing for like or mirrors or something one time. It was so interesting.
I want to talk, like, I want to talk to him.
The How It's Made guy or
No,
Emergency
the
Awesome?
Emergency Awesome, Charlie from Emergency
Dude,
Awesome.
We should email him and see, like, be like, hey.
He won't do this, but you know.
I mean, but we could try.
We can try. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna tell you something too. So have you ever watched Mr.
Hey,
Sunday?
Adrian too.
Oh, hey, Adrian. Hey, welcome to the Shirts Off podcast. We're gonna take our shirts off. once
Totally.
Yeah, make out and shit.
Yeah.
But
we're not doing
have
that.
you ever seen Mr. Sunday movies?
It sounds. I feel like you showed me.
They had I was watching one of their recent videos about Star Wars Clone Wars. Not the Clone Wars, but Clone Wars, like the animated one. Like the 2D animation one.
Yeah.
I was dumb because I was like, they're both animated. But anyways, have you ever seen they made a new one that came out today about the volume 2 of that. And like, I want to watch it with you afterwards because like, it's totally just me and you if we were Australian.
If we were
Like,
what?
If we were Australian.
Oh.
Like the way they talk about it in there and everything. Or, I don't know, are they British? I think they're in London, but like they're definitely from New Zealand or something.
That's funny. That's such a big question with me with some of these YouTubers is like, what are you?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Dude, what if Emergency Awesome is just is British, but like he's got
Really?
such an unbiased opinion it affects
It
his
turns his accent into like this weird, generic, ambiguous ass accent.
I love ambiguous accent. I feel like Matt has an ambiguous accent too.
Yeah, I don't even know what he is.
Yeah.
Is he
Probably
black?
no-
He might be black.
He might be black, you know? You never know.
Nick will think that's funny. Oh.
For those of you that don't know, Matt's like the whitest guy I've ever met.
He's whiter than me, bro. I'm so pale.
Right? Me too. And he's got such an ambiguous
Like,
face.
Matt is this white.
Yeah.
Matt is like,
Matt's a paper towel.
he's a paper towel holder. Like, he is this. Like, except this, the holder is white too. Like, he's that white.
I feel bad. Matt's not even here and we're talking joke about him. But you
You're
know
not
what?
talking junk. We love Matt.
I love Matt.
He's
We all
so
love Matt,
great.
yeah.
I love Matt.
Matt's like the best thing.
I
that's
hooked
ever
him on to
happened
Joe
us.
Rogan.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be such a
Charlie's
great future.
I'm gonna hook him up to the DCAU. Dude,
Oh, bro, it's gonna be
imagine-
such a great trio of conversation.
Oh, dude, I just nutted all over myself.
I'm sorry, Kimberly. I'm sorry.
I don't think she knows what that means.
I think she can make some assumptions
That's assuming
and
a
a
lot.
Google search or two.
Oh, Urban Dictionary.
Oh, please, Kimberly, don't search.
I
that.
love Urban Dictionary. I look shit up just for the sake of whatever somebody put in there. That shit's funny as fuck on there.
We're doing good, Adrian. Adrian asked how we are.
Oh, hey, we're good, Adrian. So, like, have you ever heard of a Mexican Halloween?
No, you tried to tell me the other day, and I didn't want to listen.
So it's like a sexual thing. I'm not going to explain it on here, but
Explain
like,
it.
you know, those that are in the know.
Explain it.
I don't know. No.
You don't want to explain it?
Only to the initiated.
Okay.
The initiated know.
Of course.
Like they know.
Yes, in saying that, obviously.
Yeah. But you have to be.
It's like saying the unicorns have horns. Like, yeah. It's kind of the whole shtick of being a unicorn.
We are initiated, aren't we, Bruce? Members of community.
I hate everything. Okay.
You betrayed us. I love. Look, okay, so I know The Dark Knight Rises isn't like the best one out of that trilogy, but I love like that incarnation of Bane. Like, I know he's a henchman at the end of the day, but like,
Paul would say it's the best in the trilogy.
I know, Paul. We've
thinks-
had this debate on here before.
Have we? On here? Are you
on
sure?
here.
Okay.
Because
It's really good.
I like it. I like it as a movie.
Rewatching that movie, it's fucking...
Like, Bane is
So
so
there.
menacing. Like, you know the scene where he, like, lays his hand...
Explain what?
Oh, Mexican Halloween.
Oh, yeah,
No,
explain,
that's for
explain
the...
it.
No.
So Adrian said explain it in normal letters, and then Nick said explain in all caps. Oh, shit.
Who's that?
That's Paradox Magique. He is also known as... Fuck, he told me his name. Wait, I know his name.
This is the first time we've ever been hosted.
Is it... No, it's not.
Bro. Okay.
Is it... We've been hosted with 60 viewers before, Creighton.
We've been hosted with
Yes.
60 viewers? Who?
Charlie better know. Fuck, hold on, I know your name. God damn it. I haven't spoken to you in ages.
And this is where Charlie forgets his...
I was thinking it's Brandon
Brendan.
or Brendan. He said B, and I was thinking Brandon or Brendan.
Is it Brandon Yuri?
Let's go, it's Brendan. No, Brendan Yuri streams. It's Brandon. I know it's Brandon. Because there's a lot of Brendans in this game.
Brandon Yuri streams? Was he streaming still singing?
He streams singing, playing video games, he streams everything.
Nice.
He's cool, he's a Twitch guy.
Apparently...
I knew it. Sorry. I knew his
What were
name.
we talking about? Fuck.
The Mexican,
No, we
Halloween.
moved on from that. Oh, the scene where Bane lays his... Oh, imagine if he said B and you said Bane?
Yes, I am Brandon Yuri. Panic this disco.
But, like, the scene where he lays his hand on that guy's shoulder is like, do you feel in charge?
Hold on.
Do you feel in charge?
Do you feel in charge? Bro, it's so good.
I know.
It's such a good movie.
Dude.
And that scene, that's Ben Mendelsohn.
And
That's the guy who plays Talos in
Star
Captain
Wars.
Marvel.
Oh, yeah, that guy too. But he's also in Star Wars, like, you know. He's
Yeah.
in a bunch of stuff as, like, that bad guy. He's also the bad guy in Ready Player One, too.
He was friends with Heath Ledger. They were, he lived with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he, because they're both Australian. And he,
Wow, I didn't know he
Yeah.
was Australian. He has
Yep.
a very good American
yeah, he's a
accent.
phenomenal actor. He's an Emmy winner. He won for Bloodline. He's an unbelievable actor. He's just, like, cashing in all these checks for playing menacing roles because he's a good bad guy. Like, bro, I mean, he's such a good... He's been in so many... He played, who's the bad guy in Robin Hood?
I don't know. I haven't
King
seen
Arthur?
Robin Hood.
Is it King Arthur? He plays King
Probably
Arthur
King.
in the new Robin Hood with Taron Egerton. I think it's that. No, the mayor? There's a word for it. Am I dumb? Fuck. He plays the bad guy in the new Robin Hood movie with Jamie Foxx. He plays bad guy in Rogue One. He plays that guy from The Dark Knight Rises. He plays Talos in Captain Marvel. He's the brother. He's the oldest brother.
No,
who's
which one's Talos in Captain Marvel?
the Kree. Not Kree.
They're Kree.
Not the Kree. The other ones. The bad guys. The bad guys who are good guys.
No, those are Kree.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are, because the other ones, the ones that shapeshift, they're something
That's
else.
who I'm talking about.
They're not Kree, though.
That's what I'm saying. Who are they? The shapeshifters. Who are they? He's
Oh,
one of them. He's the main. He's the main one
I
of
know
them.
who you're talking
You
about.
fucking-
Skrulls.
Skrulls. He's the main Skrull guy.
Yes.
You fucking dilt.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
He's
now.
him.
Yeah. Are you sure that's him?
I'm
Is that him?
positive.
Wow.
He does so good. That movie, look, that movie was great in theaters, but upon rewatching it, that movie's fucking awesome.
I loved
love
him in
that
the movie.
movie.
I loved like the plot twist.
Yeah.
People were like, I don't like Captain
It doesn't
Marvel.
beat the
It's
best.
Two-Face
It's
one.
not the best plot twist in the MCU though.
No, definitely
Do you know
not. But I like.
Do you know the best?
Were you talking about Civil War plot twist? Or are you talking about Winter Soldier plot twist? Which plot twist are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about Spider-Man: Homecoming when he opens the door
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
that's a
fucking,
good one.
it's the fucking dad, bro.
I
Bro.
mean, okay, so it's
What's
a,
in the box?
it's
That's
a good
Copenhagen.
plot twist, but it's like,
Bro.
it's a Spider-Man movie, so it.
Yeah, but bro,
Yeah.
in that scene,
I'm
in
mad
the
I didn't.
in the
realize
moment.
it. In the moment. It's
Yeah,
a
of
great
course you're
plot.
mad you didn't realize it. Every plot twist, you're like, fuck. But in the moment, bro,
Damn, he
that
pushed the table.
I know. I was, bro. That I have chills. I have chills. I have goosebumps every time I think
He
about that
opens the
moment.
door and it's
I was
Michael
in the front row of the Crown
I know,
Cinema.
we were there
I
together.
know, bro. We were there.
Imagine-
You were right here. You were on my left, and that happened. And we went. I heard you. I heard you go like that, and I was like, ah! Like, bro. It was like, what is that? Like we were both like, ah! Like we were hitting each other. We're like, dude, there's no way. Like we were freaking the fuck out, bro. Oh, it was so great. It was the best moment.
Yeah.
It was probably the best single moment in the MCU to me.
With
Like
like
in terms of like shock value and craziness.
with all of a sudden, like
Oh,
Peter was
so
just
good.
like Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's your dad.
He's like, did you play Batman? No, he'd say, were you Birdman? Like he'd say that. He wouldn't say. He'd have like a fucked up version of what it is. It's like, yeah, I love Led Zeppelin.
Oh yeah, that's the greatest plot twist in the MCU right there.
You guys remember in that really old movie, Empire Strikes Back? Jesus, Tony, how old is this kid? I don't know. I didn't carbon date him. He's on the young side, bro. Fuck, Michael Keaton sold that scene, bro. He sold that whole movie. That movie. He's such a. I hope he's in the
He's
third
such a
one.
good bad guy.
They set him up so well in the first one. It was so. That was the only thing I didn't like about Far From Home is they didn't even like reference him anymore.
I think that was on purpose though, because like there was so much ground to cover after Endgame that it's almost like it would have been too much.
I'm hoping he becomes like the big bad of a future Avengers movie, like him in the
Apparently-
Sinister Six. I feel.
Apparently, they're not only setting up the Sinister Six, but he might be in the Morbius movie.
Ooh.
Because apparently,
Is
that's,
the Morbius confirmed MCU?
it's in a weird area.
It's in a weird gray area.
Weird
It's
area.
kind of like Deadpool.
It's kind of like
It's like,
okay,
yeah,
so you
we're
know-
like there.
So
but
this
we're
is
not
the
there.
MCU, right? And this is Venom. This is Deadpool, kind of like over here, and then Morbius is like somewhere
In between Venom and the MCU.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Only time will tell.
Maybe Jared
But
Leto will come out and be like, "Fuck
Scorpion's-
DC,
Scorpion's
I'll
gonna
do
be
good over here." Well, Scorpion's in the first one.
No, but Scorpion's in Morbius, like in the trailer, like the Scorpion.
Or the same guy that plays him.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Shit. I hope it's the same guy.
So, but there's also like Spider-Man 2 posters in there, or some kind of graffiti art from. And there's a thing in the. I know we watched the same video breakdown, but like there's a thing where like they're saying Spider-Man's a murderer, which kind of lines up with the whole ending of Far From Home, which I don't think he's dead, by the way, Mysterio.
I don't know.
I don't know either, right?
I'm scared. I don't know because like there's two sides. There's the one side that wants him to be dead because I'm like the MCU brings people to life so much. It's so annoying. They bring people
But they
back to life
never
all the
bring
time.
villains back at all, really.
Loki, bro, what?
I mean, other than
Loki's
Loki,
like memed as being brought back. He's being brought back again.
other than Loki.
I mean, still, like, it's just like they've done it so much with Loki that it's like.
I was so glad they let the Vulture live. I was so scared he was,
I was
going to
so
die.
happy he
Because
lived.
I was like, they've killed off every good villain besides
Such
Loki.
a
You know what I
good
mean?
character.
They killed off Thanos, which they needed to.
Well, yeah,
but,
I mean,
like,
Thanos-
They killed off Red
Thanos
Skull.
had his fucking run though.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had like multiple
They
movies.
killed off fucking what's some other Phase 1 villain? They killed off. Well, they didn't kill off the what's his name? The Abomination. They killed off a bunch of like Phase
Yeah.
1 villains, like the
The
Malachi.
thing I'm happy about is that we haven't seen Green Goblin yet.
Oh,
And we haven't seen Dr. Octopus. We haven't seen either of them, and we have a third Spider-Man for sure. And we have like a new need for a threat to the MCU.
And it's the Sinister
And like
Six.
Galactus will probably be
The threat.
like the Thanos threat 10, 15 years from now. You know, like the big giant threat. But we're gonna need some building up. We're gonna need an Ultron level threat. We're gonna need an Avengers 1 level threat.
Avenger level threat.
Yeah, we're gonna need
I think this
a Sinister Six
could
attacking,
could
like,
be
multiple-
Avenger level
yeah.
threat.
I think so. The problem is like who's gonna be the leader and how big of a role is Spider-Man gonna play? because that's where you have to start weighing things down, because you still have Goliath actors in the MCU. You've got Benedict Cumberbatch playing Doctor Strange. You've got Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. You've got Brie Larson as Captain. Like, you have some phenomenal fucking characters, actors playing phenomenal characters that are gonna have to be balanced out in one of these Avengers level movies now.
Yeah.
And like Thor's still there, but like realistically, we just lost half of our fucking Avengers. You know what I mean? We lost half of our OG Avengers, and the last three is Hawkeye, Hulk, and Thor. Like, Hulk's gonna be kind of sidelined for a while, I feel like, as like the grandfather of these new Avengers. And then, outside of him, Thor's off gonna be doing his space shit. He's probably gonna die before the next Avengers movie.
Well, we already know that, like, they're doing shit in space right now. Because Nick Fury, like, at the end of Far From Home. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, I've been trying to do this. I have to shit so bad. I'm gonna give you chat.
Well, I was gonna say, it's almost close to, like, 2 hours. Do you just want to call it?
No, I don't want to call it. I'm having fun.
Okay.
I definitely want to get back on this. I'm just gonna watch while I take a shit. I'm gonna take a quick shit. Guys, chat is your Creighton's chat. Talk to Creighton. Have fun. I'm gonna take a shit, and then I'll be back.
Come and said, "Oh yeah, son."
He loves when you get the camera, bro.
Hell yeah. So here we are again, boys. Just me by myself. Let's fuck shit up. Yeah, Copenhagen. What do you want to fuck up? What do you want to talk about? Unload on me, bro. Tell me your deeper, innermost desires. Flip a table. Oh, I can. Hold on. There's a table right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is that one. Alright. Boom. I flipped the table. Alright, now we got that done. What else? What else is there? Nice. Yeah. Is that it? How fucking dare you? You don't even know what happened, Charlie. I don't know what you're talking about. Evie? Evie? She's scratching herself. Hold on. Just gonna sit right here. Get a different perspective. 10 out of 10. Evie. Come here, Evie. Hashtag bad co-host. Charlie, I am the host now. I don't know what you mean. This is my stream now. No more Charlie Boy. Only Creighton Man. This chair's so comfortable. Like, I'm laid back in this shit. I want a recliner in here. We're going to change things up automatically since I'm in charge now. I'm going to get a recliner in here. Oh, man, this heater's so warm. Charlie's holding out. Like, what the fuck? So we're going to get a recliner. Lee's going to get, like, a pedestal thing that she can climb up on and be, like, right here in this area. And, let's see. I'm broken. I broke Charlie by flipping a table and stealing his chair. Let's see. The way I see... So Charlie's got a topic written down here. The way I see women and teenage girls now that I'm a man... Oh, okay, we talked about that. Let's see, what's this say? Anarchy, bro. Yes, just total anarchy. Anarchy the show. What else we got written down in here in our topics? Let's see here. The amount of time sitting around thinking about working out in the... okay, he said that... Let's see. Social media pushing back the progress of good actions for years. That's an interesting topic. So apparently, social media has been pushing back... Oh, wait. What do you say? Hey... I'm saving some. Don't read those. Oh! I just read what you said, Charlie. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll say... Okay, so... It's been almost 2 hours. I'll save them, and then we'll just play... this.
We must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
If we could just get the now watch this drive
Thank
part.
You. Now watch this drive.
Now watch this drive. He was, for real. Like, oh my god, I remember when he was in office and people thought he just didn't give a fuck. And then he would just go on TV and be like, yo, I don't give a fuck. And then remember when somebody just threw a shoe at him? Oh god, good times, good times. Good times at the OK Corral. What else we got on here? Rocket Golf Club? Interesting. Dragon Sim. Baby Yoda meme. Hey. Oh my god. Baby Yoda taking his shirt off. Scandalous. Is that Judge? Oh, that's not Judge Judy. Is there a golf course at the White House? Wait, what's this? Your brain, public schools. Dumb people answer questions. Nah, that's a 54-minute video, boys. It looks like you had to take your shirt off. He's drunk with power. I am drunk with power. And I'm just scrolling through YouTube recommendations for this video. Hey, Charlie, you know what I have to say to you?
Thank you. Now watch this drive.
Oh, man. Let's see here. Where is... Give me a second. Alright. I got the perfect thing now. Hold on. Here we go. Dr. Phil out of context. Here we go.
Floating water bottle.
Well, that might be a little bit loud. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go.
Who said wizards have to have hair? I could be bald. You could be bald and be a wizard. Steve Harvey and I could share an M&M. Ugly. You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200. Melts in your mouth, not in your Timbs.
Oh my god.
Whoever patched this together is definitely going to the ranch. I did not think.
Hold on. He's reacting to memes in a lot of these, and I don't know how to get it up where you guys can see it. I don't want to fuck around with that. Charlie's in there pushing that shit out at a feverish pace. Oh man. You know he is though, because like he's trying to get in there, get it out, so that way he can get back and take back his chair.
Get the hell out of my chair.
I've been having a good time. I'm riding high on power, and you're not down here yet.
Get the fuck out of my chair.
Here we go. Dr. Phil to play us out.
Get the fuck out of my chair.
Go kill
Step over the
yourself
fucking
in the middle of the road and let
Step
it
over the
run
wire, sir.
over you.
You fucking dilt.
It wasn't
Bro,
too-
your head is so small.
That's what she said.
Oh, is it?
I guess. I wouldn't know.
I mean, you said it.
Say it, don't spray it.
Oh, Jesus. I hate you.
Ah, man.
What?
Was that
What?
good shit?
Fuck around with it. Copenhagen, you're an enabler, and I do not appreciate it.
I love Copenhagen. I had so much fun. I love taking Copenhagen suggestions. Thank you, Copenhagen. Most of the time I ask chat, and chat, nobody will say anything. Copenhagen hung in there with me.
He thrives when you get in this chair.
I thrive getting in that chair.
Oh, excuse me. That was a good one.
Is Adrian still here?
Adrian, are you still
thank
here?
you. Thank you, Nick, by the way.
That's why I
Hashtag
love
the
your hair.
Creighton Whisperer. Thank you, Nick, for the compliment about my hair. I really appreciate it. Your hair also looks amazing.
Nick does have cool hair.
He does. And it's like at that right length where it's not too long, not too short. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. Yours is pretty good.
No, I'm talking about mine's amazing, of course, but mine's like also really long. His is like here, I want to say. It's about as long as his hair grows. So I have like 2 of his hair. Math-wise.
I say you have like 4 of his hair.
No, because his hair goes like right here, right?
It goes more like
No.
right here, but you gotta remember that his hair like doesn't like your hair just growing the length that it is. Like it's hard to explain. Like my hair got down to like where it could get past my nose, but for it to do that, it's got to grow a different way altogether. Like yours is like so long that like it's just all the way hanging down, like so it's like down past your chest, hitting your stomach. Like it's like if you have a 10-foot rope and you just hang it from the ceiling, you know, it's 10 feet from the ceiling, the bottom of the rope. But if you put that 10-foot rope on the top of a circle, it's got to like drape off.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it's a lot to. He's got a big head, Nick. Nick has a large head. And his hair.
Copenhagen's that horrible analogy.
Awful. Listen, dude. An excellent math. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up then.
No, but I got what you're talking about though. Like as soon as you said that and like the way you said it, like I immediately you made the right analogy for me to understand.
I understand. Well, I knew that's what I was trying to. I was trying to convince you. Wait.
Convince me. You know what? Even if you don't watch the DCAU for like a really long time, I would love it if me and you just sat down one day and watched Mask of the Phantasm. Like without any context at all, it's probably the best Batman movie ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm being serious. Like
I
story wise, like you don't even need to know anything about the show or anything, and like because there's literally no references to the show. It just has the same style and everything, so you know it takes place in the same universe. It's just such a great movie all the way around.
Oh, I still have chat over here. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Wait.
You're about to use it to take up like half the space.
It wasn't letting me pull it back. I was like, wait. Is Copenhagen taking control?
My chat now.
I am the host now. What is it? I am the streamer now. That's it.
Copenhagen will be like, do you feel in charge?
Do you feel in charge?
Do you feel in charge? No one cared who I was, so I took over the chat.
I am the captain now, since Copenhagen.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Where's that from?
I have to work tomorrow. Oh, Captain, my captain?
Yeah.
It's from Dead Poets Society. It's Robert Williams.
Okay.
It's a really good movie. Very sad movie, but very good movie.
Apparently.
Have you seen it?
No, but I've heard it. I've heard those same things said about it. That's what our club at school is going to be called. That Adam helped found.
Scribe Society?
Yeah, we thought about calling it the Dead Poets.
Yeah, I don't think that was smart.
What?
I
Scribe
think it's-
Society?
No, I mean, naming a Dead Poets Society wouldn't have been the greatest.
Nah. But you know what? It's pretty cool. I mean, like the club itself. I mean, we helped found a club at school that has lasted, like outlasted us. You know what I mean?
Well, it hasn't outlasted us as humans. Outlasted us as students.
No, that's what I'm saying. though.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know what
I was about to say, like, you gotta be careful with how you say words.
Yeah, but I mean, like that has outlasted us as students. I mean, that's a living legacy right there. You know?
Sure.
I mean, like
In a way.
in a high school way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
That's crazy. I mean, like, how many others people get to say that? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure, like, there are people that have done, like, you know what I mean? I just mean, I appreciate it.
I understand.
I like it. I think it's interesting. What?
Just trying something real quick. Hello? Ooh.
No, I don't like that.
You don't like it at all?
No.
Because this is how they'll hear us. This is
Yeah.
how we can know how they hear us, so we can, like, adjust for volume a little better. And then all I need to do
No, I hate this.
after that... Well, why? Why do you hate it?
I hate it.
Why? If it sounds good.
I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
I don't like hearing myself.
Hold on.
I want others to bear that burden, not me.
Trying to follow. Okay, I'll do
So
it another
much
time.
noise.
There's a way that I can plug this up where we hear the
Wait, so
computer.
can we hear also what we're playing too?
Huh?
Can we hear also what we're playing too?
Not right now. That's why I was trying to find another auxiliary cord because I can split it that way. Wait, the Derek Zoolander School for Children Who Can't Read Gore. Good. I think he's referencing another club.
yeah.
The last. Did you ever see the Zoolander movies?
No.
Oh, they're so dumb, but so funny.
I was watching dumb movies today. I watched The Waterboy before I came here.
Bro, that movie's so great.
I know.
Oh,
My
those
mama-
old,
my
those
mama
like
said-
90s Adam Sandler movies, 80s and 90s.
My mama said.
Mama said. My mama said.
Oh, and I watched Dinner for Schmucks today for the first time.
Is it good?
It's pretty good.
No,
I
I
like
watch
it.
it.
I think it's not as good as like say like the 40-year-old version, but it's definitely like
40-year-old virgins.
I had a good time. It's definitely one of those movies where like you can pick apart like what the best scenes are. You know what I mean? I gotta be honest with you though. I thought I knew where it was going, and no, I did not.
Dinner for Schmucks?
Yeah.
It's crazy how some like comedy movies can just take a fucking turn sometimes,
Yeah.
bro.
I think like I liked it, but the ending's very much is like it ends and the movie's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just kind of ends. Like the ending isn't bad. It's just like things get wrapped up really, really fast. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Trying to find a decent list because these are all like best twists ever. I want like comedy because I know there's some like great comedy movies.
What good twist!
Superbad is an awesome movie to
See,
quote.
look and see what Dinner for Schmucks has, what rating it has.
Hold on, I'm just looking at a list. Did you ever see 7 Pounds, the Will Smith movie?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, woo, that
What's
movie will
it about?
fuck you up. So, I don't want to say.
Okay.
It's one of those ones that'll fuck you up though. Moon is another one that'll fuck you up. I don't want to say any more than that. Oh, The Prestige. Did you ever see The Prestige? Bro. Has anyone hold on? Anyone here? Anyone here watching seen The Prestige? A Beautiful Mind. Beautiful Mind's not really a twist though. Like it's a twist, but it's like it's a true story.
What about Lovely Bones?
That one was fucked up.
That's a good one though.
That one's good. Best movies with a twist. Bro, have you seen The Prestige, Copenhagen? So, I'm gonna tell you because otherwise you won't watch it the right way anyway. Like it's one of those like, fuck yeah, you will maybe possibly there's a chance. The Prestige is fucking dope, right? So fuck, I don't want to say the twist. I'm not gonna say the twist. I'll say what the movie is though. It's one of Christopher Nolan's movies, and it's Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale, among other Michael Caine's in it. There's a lot of good actors, but it's those two are the main characters. They're both magicians, like stage magicians in England, New York, big cities around the world, and basically they're like rivals. They hate each other. They start off as partners, and they become enemies. And the movie is about them one-upping each other, and it takes a fucking turn.
What movie is this again?
It's called The Prestige.
And who's in it? You said
Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman are the main two characters.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
That's
Batman.
what. Yeah, it's like,
Come on, bro.
wait, and this is a comedy?
No, this one's not. This
Oh.
one's like a fucking just dope. I kind of want to watch it when the podcast is over. Like it's a good one. It's an hour and a half though. No, it's not. It's more than that. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes. I saw 130 minutes and went an hour and a half. That's not what that is. Sixth Sense, yeah, classic twist. Shutter Island, bro. Shutter Island's fucked.
I've never seen Shutter Island.
Oh, that one's. I need to. I watched that when it happened. Like when it came out. When it came out. I need to watch that one. Let's see. The Descent, Fallen, Hard Can't see. There's just Memento. There's just not a lot of like comedies on this list because I know there's some comedies with some great twists. Bro, The Other Guys. Have you seen The Other Guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Bro,
yes.
that movie's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And like good.
Yeah.
Like when you go, if you rewatch that movie as someone who like likes movies, like it's funny, but like the plot is fucking there. Like there's a plot, it's evident, and it's like very well hidden. Like it's so good. It's
Does that make him like a wooden gun at one point
yes.
in the movie?
He says, I figured, they sent us your wooden gun back. So it looks like they polished it with some kind of like high quality lacquer. Looks really good. He's like, okay, thanks, guy. He says, no. I'm gonna take this back from you here. You can have a rape whistle. I feel like the wooden gun was too much. They took it from you and hit you with it. It was so funny. Bro, that movie's so quotable. They're on the ground screaming after the explosion. He's like, I just want to lay somewhere and breastfeed right now. He's like, that was so inaccurate. In Star Wars, whenever they were flying away from the Death Star and it exploded, that was bullshit. That was bullshit. He's like, don't make fun of Star Wars. It's so accurate. Like, they're just sitting there, like, losing their shit. Bro,
Oh, man. What a good movie.
that is a good movie. Let's end it on a high note. I wanted to keep going, but, like...
Your shit was too good?
Huh?
Your shit was too good?
What? Like, taking a shit?
Yeah.
No, it's like... I don't know if you've noticed, there are a lot of our podcasts where, like, we'll get to a point where we get really into movies.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a pretty solid way to always end them, because movies are something that only so many people that are watching can connect to, you know? Anyway.
Thanks for everybody that came.
Indeed,
Was
indeed.
watching.
Indeed. I'm going to host. And we didn't really have any of our... Other than Copenhagen, we had, like, barely any of our usual people in here tonight.
We had, like, barely anyone in here tonight, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Huh?
No offense.
No, we had some people. We had, like, over the stream, we had, like, it started off with, like, 8 or 9 people were in here watching. Like, right away. Like, a lot of people tuned in right away, like, friends from my Discord. Here, let me get Kelly. He's playing Dead by Daylight. Nope, don't want that. Okay, now this. This is my friend Kelly. He's a beast. I would recommend following him. IRL friends of ours. Talking to you, Nick, and Adrian.
Bye, Nick and Adrian.
Might work out for the best buddy.
Okay. Love you guys. Have a great night. We will
Love
catch you later.
guys.
Let's dock this dumpster fire. Good night, Copenhagen. And